started my training program in 2014. Since then, I've coached thousands of students on how to use local lead generation as a means to financial freedom. By trusting the process and putting in the work, many of them have been able to quit their job and escape their 9-to-5 prison. These are their testimonials. Meet Hayden. He joined us May 5th of 2016. By the start of the next year, he announced to the group that he had finally escaped his job.
I quit my 9-to-5 job today. Working for the man is no more.
Meet Jess. She joined us August of 2016. Motivated by the successes she had during her first months in the program, she quit her job to put all her efforts towards lead generation.
I've been fairly quiet in the group thus far after signing on with this program last August. I wanted to say a quick thank you for this incredible gift of a shift in thinking and priorities, as well as the amazing training and support in this group. I tried working my business on the side of my full-time job, and it just wasn't getting me where I wanted it to. I talked with my husband, and we put together a plan for me to be able to walk away from my 9-to-5 and to focus on doing lead gen full-time. I quit my full-time job at Christmas, and I'm full speed ahead for 2017. I've acquired 3, potentially 4 clients in the first few weeks of the year. I'm ready to roll. Here's to taking the crazy leaps and putting fear behind us for 2017 and beyond.
Too many of us are so risk adverse, right? We're so afraid of risk when it comes to our business. So we sit there and we contract. That's the if it works. I hate the if it works. Because if you're a if it works, but I'm going to try this first one, and if it works, I'm going to do another one. The if it works never works. So if you're an if it works person, you ain't going to succeed. You got to get your mind right. I'm telling you guys, burn the ships, burn them, light the match, burn the freaking ships, and let's go.
Meet Ryan. He joined September 18th, 2014. He found fast success after risking it all by quitting his job and jumping headfirst into this program from day one.
Faith is believing in what cannot be seen. 2.5 years ago, I quit my job. That same day, I took the call for this group with Mr. Dan himself. For the first 4 months, I struggled. For 4 to 6 months, I created money sites. I pushed and pulled. I thought I had it, but I fell. I wanted to quit. I almost did quit. I talked to somebody in the group, regained strength, pressed forward, and finally, at the very end, when I was about to give up, instead of making the decision to give up, I went and built 3 more money sites. Well, one of those money sites was a hit, and I made my first ever money online. A whole whopping $200 and a drink with my new buddy as we hung out, and I built a website for him. And you know what happened next? In that same month, that account became $1,500 a month for over a year. All for the work I had done in that 1 month, and I still get paid to this day for work done years and years ago. But it would have never happened if it wasn't for that one little website. Out of the 5 or 6 that I made originally, imagine if I had given up. These are the things that saved me. 1. Peer support. Utilize this amazing group to connect with people and don't be afraid to ask for help. 2. Patience and perseverance. You want to give up. I get it. You want to give in. I get it. But guess what? Don't. Go slap yourself in the mirror if you have to. Do not give up. 3. Fortitude and strength. Keep going. Keep taking action. Something's got to give.
Meet Joshua. He joined local lead gen in October 2014. A year later, he was able to quit his job and focus on his lead gen business full-time. Since then, he has absolutely crushed his financial goals.
3 years and 1 week ago, I decided to join local lead gen. I had a job making 50 to 60K, working 70 hours a week. 1 year later, I quit my job and moved into my little brother's apartment to save money and grind full-time. Now, after 2 years of grinding and driving my shitty Honda Civic, I bought my dream car. Thanks, Dan. This is all because of you. Oh yeah, I also move into my new 3-story, 4,000 square foot loft on Friday.
But the only reason that I'm here and not still delivering pizza is because I decided to take action. This both included fortunate steps and missteps, but my ride to the top has not been one of ease. I've had to pivot, and there were even a few points where I thought it might actually be better to give up in getting a job. I mean, running a business is hard, but in all honesty, it's the only way to achieve exponential growth in regards to your income. Most jobs, they're a standard 5 to 10% raise every year, and with each raise comes more responsibility. It's the opposite in business. With each raise you give yourself, you delegate more responsibility to your team. You give yourself more free time to do higher income producing activities or, leisure time with friends, family, or hobbies. Maybe like taking a trip to Hawaii in the middle of the week to celebrate your anniversary with your fiance. I mean, I've had to work maybe an hour or two while I've been here, a couple emails, couple phone calls, but looking over the sales that my team has produced, it's astounding.
Meet Blake. He joined us in June of 2016. Within 5 months of joining local lead gen, he walked away from his job and never looked back.
I joined in June of 2016. I quit my job 5 months later and never looked back. In 2017, I've made the same amount as I did in all of last year at my job. This stuff works. Big shout out to the mentors in this group who kept pushing me forward throughout the past year. I have huge goals for 2018, and I couldn't be more excited about the future, for myself and for everyone in this awesome group.
Meet Heath. He joined in July 2016. After 2 years of dedication to the process and plenty of hustle, he took the risk to walk away from his government job, only to more than double his income.
Success story incoming. On Friday, after almost 2 years of grinding, I finally killed my job of 10 years. I've walked away from a great government job with great pay and benefits. Some of my friends and family have called me nuts for pulling the pin, but the taxation office doesn't love them as much as they loved me, now that I have doubled my income to 6 figures in less than a year. Today, I started my first official day working for myself. I'm thankful to finally have the bandwidth to prospect full-time. I managed to close a mechanic for $2,000 per month within 2 hours of starting my day. I hope that those of you just starting lead gen realize that you can do this in a lot shorter period of time. But it requires work, faith in the process, and most of all, faith in yourself.
I believe a lot of people have been broke for so long that they're not afraid of it any longer. You've never been to the place where you starved to death or you didn't get water, right? When you're thirsty, some way you always find water. When you're hungry, might be a day or two, might be baloney, I don't care what it is, but some way you find food. Those actions have been learned and now they're a habit, and so there's no fear of being broke because you're used to it. So I think a lot of us have to get out of this comfort zone of being okay that we've been able to survive broke all the time. Something has to switch inside of you guys to turn on this motivation, inspiration, whatever you want to call it. Something's got to switch in your mind where you just say, dude, I'm done. I'm done with this bullshit. Like, I'm changing this thing up. Get scared of the situation you're in. Start being fearful that it's going to be gone tomorrow, because it may be.